My name is Danny Powell. I am a research scientist at CNA, and today I'm going to answer 3 questions about my time during Talisman Sabre 19. So I spent 3 weeks in rural Australia supporting Talisman Sabre 19. This is a large-scale, multinational exercise with many joint partners of the US. In it, we were looking at force-on-force training, we were looking at new operational concepts, and we were looking at some technical interoperability between systems. So I worked for a number of years in Okinawa with the Marine Command there about these emerging concepts, and Talisman Sabre proved to be a really good opportunity to see these concepts put into action. So instead of just doing a theoretical discussion with the other Marines at the command, I could actually go into the field and sort of work with them in the field and see how these operations are actually put into practice. So I was interested in actually watching the Marines conduct an amphibious landing in Australia, and specifically beyond the amphibious landing itself, there were supporting activities to actually enable it that I was actually plugged into throughout the exercise. Beyond that, I wanted to get down to Australia because I've never seen the country, I've heard amazing things about it, and it was an opportunity to sort of see a new part of the world and experience new things. So a large part of what the Marines were actually trying to accomplish was spreading themselves around an urban area and trying to hide and stay unseen while they conduct operations. So really what this entailed was they were hiding in everywhere from parks to warehouses to factories to sugarcane fields, really everywhere. So what I had to do actually was I was told roughly where they would be, but not exactly. So I would have to show up on a site, it might be a mile by a mile, and I have to sort of like think like the Marines and try to figure out where they would be hiding. And this was sort of like a weird game of hide and seek, but it actually ended up being leading to some interesting analytic discussions with them of why they chose certain sites and what the advantages were. Beyond that, I actually got to spend a lot of time driving in very off-road areas of Australia to support expeditionary air operations, sort of as I was dodging kangaroos and cows as I drove to my objective site. So I really enjoyed a lot of the beautiful Australian countryside. I got to explore the beaches. These were hugely vast beaches, but also virtually empty, which was amazing. I got to go to some koala sanctuaries, which was fun. I got to pet many kangaroos, which I now believe are bouncy dogs. They are wonderful animals. I worked out at local gyms and made a lot of local friends who sort of saw it odd that an American would spend that much time in their part of Australia, but it was a great experience.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for our latest content. You can also listen to our podcasts, available on all major platforms.